Hi friends, it's Diana Larson from dianamlarson.blogspot.com or dl.art. Anyway, I'm here to finish up this card. I cut it out earlier and now it's the one on page 15 of the Artfully Sent Cricut Cartridge, the newest one out, and this is September 19th, 2014. And I had a friend whose father-in-law passed away, so I need a sympathy card, and this is the one I cut out. And I'm also using this icon. So I have cut out the inset, which is this right here from the scene, and this is the swing card. It's very easy. I mean, these are super easy to make. So cut this out. First you cut this out, then the inset. I'm going to back it with black to make the lettering pop out, and then I also made the envelope and cut out the liner for that. So I'm going to put this together, and this is going to be real time, so just watch me do it, and here we go. I'll keep that there. And I'm not sitting down, and I'm in a different space, but I can still make all this work. Okay, if you watch my previous video, I showed where I cut out the inset and the liner from the same paper. This is the liner for the envelope. Well, when I cut it, you need to use two different sheets of paper, but I made this work. Because I cut it here, I ended up taping this together. It'll still work, and it won't be obvious. And then this won't be obvious as far as the liner goes, because when I put the envelope together, this will cover it. So let's get going here. And I'm going to back the inset up and I'm actually going to put my tape here. That way I don't cover up the lettering. And I'm going to also use I have this Tombow glue pen. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in here so the letters will stick. There we go. And now I'm just going to place this on here like so. And now you can see how that pops the letter, wishing you peace. The other thing we need to do with this piece here, we're going to score it at the 5-inch. There's little tick marks here because this automatically cuts at 7 and 10, which is perfect for a 5x7 card. I'll score it here, and I'll score it down here 2.5 inches. Get my little score goodie out, and so I'll go 5 and then 2.5, and the tick marks right here, and you don't want to go over this point here. So where this lifts, you don't want to score here, just below it, and that's the 2.5, and actually the tick marks down here. Actually, I'm going to make a little mark here. This is one way to make sure you do. Actually, I'm going to use this Tombow marker. I want that mark all the way down so I can see it. I do this a lot on my score pals. That's a little tip. If you see these lines here, that's the 4-inch. I got it at the 4 1/4 and the 5, because those are the kind of cards I make a lot of. So here we go. Now that should be dry. I'll blow on it. Should be dry now. And now I know that I can just go here and that will line up. So there's my fold marks. Actually, I'm going to do it on both sides so it folds easy for me. Normally I wouldn't have to, but because this is it's a plain woven paper and then a glittery kind of surface, so I want to make sure that those marks are really good there. So there. Now go this way. and this. And folding here. By the way, this is from the linen closet die cuts with a view stack. Ooh, I'm not liking the look of that, which is why I'm glad I cut this piece out here. And I am thinking that may not work for this. Yes, it will. If I do it like this, it should. Yes, it will work. Now this here particular icon was cut out for it's made for the other card, the pop-up card here, and the icon would go in the inside, but I'm doing it on this swing card, and it will work, so it just needs to be on there correctly. So yeah, and then when it opens, here's my, I'm not liking that. That's for the, you're seeing me change this thing around as I work here. Anyway, we're going to just do this. There we go. I'm actually going to, as we speak, I'm changing what I'm doing here. So I do like the way that looks like that. I do not care for that look. So I think I'm going to find a marker that matches this color, and I'm just going to color this in with something. And I know I need a little tick mark here. Actually, this is how I learn. I just really didn't like the way that was looking. I'm actually going to color this in with a marker. So like I said, that icon worked for the other card. So I am just improvising here. And as you can see, I'm using the Tombow markers. And you do want to be a little careful here that you don't color on the other side. Sometimes that could happen. So, and you don't want to go outside the line here either. That's why I drew that line. Okay, got that part done. Now this should be much easier. You can use any kind of markers here. I would have used the Shin Han markers, but My Tombos were real close. Okay, here we go. Now this will, I think this will look really pretty, but I tore some of this paper, so I didn't want to just have that showing, and the back side of this cardstock wasn't looking too good. It's kind of a yellowish color, but I think this brown will be very nice, and it'll add to a pretty look. This is fairly easy to do. Okay. Okay, I lifted it a little. Sorry about that. Incorrect talking. I was hoping to make a quick video, but you know, when I'm doing the cards, I kind of do them. I want to do them with you seeing how I do it, so a little bit more of a mark here. I think this is pretty. Love the way this came out. I always loved kind of that greenish turquoisey color with browns, and then I have the black here, which kind of gives it a nice look. But I want to add a little more something here, so I'm going to add, and I'm going to put this away. Actually, I'm going to add the stickles later. I want to show you the, I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to show you the envelope. Okay, so remember I said that I cut the envelope onto the card, so that kind of cut that out. That's not going to be visible when the card's closed, because here's this goes over here. So even though I made a mistake, I'm showing you how to correct it. And before I glue this on, I'm going to score this. So the score guy's coming back. And here is the envelope. And again, there's those little tick marks here, and here. No, perfect. Perfect there. And then these need to come over a little bit, and yep, I think I got it right here. You may not be able to see this. So anyway, there's little tiny tick marks here, and here's one. And here's like the other, so I'm just going to go, oh, wait a minute, there we go. I'm just going to go all the way up on that, and there we go. That tick mark, and then for these tick marks I'll need to turn it, and I'm using that line that I made before, this one here, so there and here. So here's this. I want to get it in the groove there, so I got that in the groove and this in the groove. So this is probably the easiest part, but these cards are fantastic. These cards and envelopes go together so easily, very quickly. Okay. So I know there's probably a tick mark here and here, because you do want to score this before you put it together and fold it. Same thing's true here and here. So here we go. And I just want to fold that over. So you're seeing this side like that and this like this, because this part's missing from here. Okay, and I will move this. And now the next step is to glue down I'm using an ATG gun. This is actually my, I have one that I've had for, many years, like 20 years or so, because I used to do framing artwork. I still frame my own artwork, but I used to frame other people's. So I have the professional ATG gun that was around before I saw it, and all these had to move out of the way there because I had to turn things. Okay, so there's my liner ready to go. This is going to be such a pretty card. Before I put that in, I want to actually fold that down too, and then all this will go in. So, okay, so I'm going to put this in. I love these liners. This is the greatest card. This is the greatest for making envelopes. I love it. So I always put the flap, the bottom flap, down. And isn't that pretty? See, you don't see that mistake that I made? And I'm just gonna flap. I'm going to put the glue on this outer flap. I gotta get out of your way here because I can't turn my ATG the right way there. Okay, so what I've done, I've put the glue here, all along here and here. You don't want to put it here and here because that'll close the envelope up. So there you have that. And then I have a little bit on there, but not a lot, because I want this to be able to fold. So there's my card folded, my envelope folded with the flap. And here's my card ready to go. But you know what? As pretty as that is, the way it is, I want to add one more thing. And that is a little stickles to the middle here, just to add a little sparkle. And this is always the tricky part, because you could make a mistake here, and I like to make sure my stickles is coming out. And I'm just using a little tiny bit just for the center there. And there you have it. There's my card with envelope and matching liner. Isn't that beautiful? Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And again, my blog is dianamlarson.blogspot.com. And this is, well, got to wait for that to dry, but then it's going in the mail to a friend of mine who lost her father-in-law. So, hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.